shoot them, run them over, shove them in jail. Who bloody cares about them? What the hell are the parents doing? These are statements that I read on Facebook a year and a half ago, and I was absolutely horrified and shocked that the Manurewa community thought this is how to solve a problem with our youth. I was absolutely shocked. I got on Facebook and said, how dare you judge these kids? How dare you judge these parents without getting to know them? We don't know their lives. We don't know what's happening to them. We don't know anything about them. So I decided, no, that's enough. I'll get away from Facebook before I really lost the plot. Thought about it that night, and then the next day I jumped on Facebook again and said, right, I want to start up a soup walk. I'm going to have a meeting. Who wants to help? I had 4 people turn up to the meeting. We talked about, we would do it 3 times a week, we would supply the food, and this was purely donations. Everything was run by donations. So we made the soup. I made pumpkin soup with real cream and real bacon because I'm not going to feed the kids crap. And we went out. The first night, the 4 of us were all eager and willing to get out there, and we met at the certain place. Looked across the road and went, oh my God, what the hell have I got myself into? Honestly. Between 20 and 25 youth, aged from 14 to 25, absolutely off their face. They were drunk. They were throwing bottles, they were throwing cans, they were verbally abusing people, and I thought, God, I can't help these kids. So what we did was we walked around the street and just handed out soup. Thursday night we went back and we saw the same thing. We went, no, we've got to give them a little bit of so they get used to us. The next week I took the courage and I went up and said, kia ora, my name is Debbie and would you like some soup? No, go away lady. And then something happened that probably changed everything. One of the kids came up and said, 5 Debs, you're still bloody feeding kids. And the rest of the kids looked at me, what are you talking about? This lady used to feed us for 3 years when she was teaching at a local primary school. She used to feed us bacon and eggs, pancakes and porridge every day for 3 years. That was my connection. That's what made the kids all come around us and want to interact and want to eat the soup. We have been doing this for a year and a half. And out of that year and a half, during my day job, I've been able to run a drug and alcohol program. And the kids that I feed at night, 25 consistently come once a week for 3 hours just to kick it with me, which is amazing, which I just absolutely love. The highs, there are no highs of what I do really. Walking around the street, feeding, not just youth anymore, but homeless people. I do not like to admit that we have homeless people in Manurewa. That breaks my heart. One night we were walking past and we found this young lady with a baby sitting at the bus stop, crying her eyes out. I walked up, sat down, gave her some soup, didn't say anything. The next minute she goes, I've just been beaten up by my husband. What do I do? And I'm a great non-thinker. I don't think, I do. I just do it. I rang up the local motel and said, right, I've got 50 bucks to my name, you're going to let this lady and this baby stay there. No, I'm not, you should bloody out. Do not upset a Maori woman. You know? And you know what? They let both stay in the motel for the night. The next day, I paid for a ticket back to Turangi. She went home. She still keeps in contact with me. The hardest one I've seen is when I found a 70-year-old man sitting around on the bus stop, absolutely shivering, cold. that almost broke my heart, and I'm a staunch woman, but that almost brought a tear to my eye. I gave them soap, I gave them blankets, I gave them jackets, and I gave them a care package. We always carry blankets, we always carry jackets, and we always carry a little bag with shampoo, conditioner, a flannel in it so they can go and have a wash, and we always carry a little bag of kai. Remember, this is purely donations. We do not ask for government funding because I do not like paperwork. I refuse to go up and go, excuse me, but what is your name? What culture are you? Where do you live and why are you in this? Because that's what would happen if I did it the proper way, you know, yeah, so it was really disheartening. There's just so much sadness out there. Our whole focus for doing the soup is to get a smile. That's all we want. That's all we've ever wanted. Walk up, kia ora, would you like some hot soup? And I honestly and truly, you should just see their faces beam. It makes me feel what I'm doing is the right thing. What I'm doing is how it should be done. I have a dream, like we all have a dream. And my dream is to give up what I do during the day and do what I do at night. And I'm a youth worker. So what does that tell you? Get rid of the paper, get rid of the politics, and do what we do well as a group and upbeat as many people as we can. So I want you to imagine this building with lots, it's been sitting there for a year and a half. Lots and lots of tagging, the kids have absolutely destroyed it, and I want that building. I want that building so we can at least feed our people, help our people. With 17 years of teaching experience, surely something from that I can give out to not just our youth, but to our community.